Okay, so let's start. We will start with the very basics. Is the screen visible to everyone? Okay. So we'll start from very basics of finance, and first reading is just an introduction to financial statement analysis that we will be going through today. Many of you would find it maybe very easy or very basic, but that's how we will take the course. That is, we will start from very basic foundation from zero, and then we will go to 100. And our aim is to cover all the whole of the curriculum of CFA level 1 and level 2 FIA. So starting first from first reading is financial statement analysis and introduction. In this reading, we will be discussing the basic definition of financial statement analysis, that what actually it is or what actually it is about. We will be discussing the scope of financial statement analysis, that what can be the different scopes, why do we do financial statement analysis, and then we will move on to discussing the sources of information, that when we have decided to do financial statement analysis, then what are the sources of information that we have, where do we collect information from, and we will end with a financial statement analysis framework, that what is the general framework to follow when performing financial statement analysis, and that framework will be your guide for your project. So when you start with the project, that is the framework that you will be following throughout the project, starting from very first part to last part. So starting with introduction, what is financial statement analysis? Would anyone of you like to tell that what is financial statement analysis actually? Apart from the basic definition that it is analyzing financial statement. Any other thing that you think you know about financial statement analysis? Yes. Right. Anyone else? And why do we do financial statement analysis? Any reasons for that? That why are you studying this course? Why are you trying to learn it? What is the use? Is it just a course to get the good marks and pass out from your degree, or can it really have any value addition? So any input on why do we use financial statement analysis? Yes. Sorry? For investment purposes, for knowing that what you can buy or what you can sell. Any other purpose? Yes. Right. For credit analysis. Right. Any other reason? For sorry, for? Right. Right. To keep transparency in the accounts. Okay. Right. Update करने के लिए you need to do financial statement analysis. So that means no matter whatever job you are in with respect to finance, this is the core thing that you will need to do. If you are an investment banker, you will need to know it. If you are equity research analyst, you will need to know it. If you are transaction advisor, you need to know it. If you are treasury person, if you are a customer development person, no matter whatever job you are doing, this is important. And this is not only important for finance people, this is also important for marketing, any marketing or HR people as well. So starting with the basic definition of financial statement analysis. So financial statement analysis is analyzing two things. So there are two major objectives or purpose, or two major analysis that you perform when you analyze financial statements. One is analyzing the performance. So one part of the scope is analyzing the performance of the company, that how is company performing, is it doing good, is it doing bad, over time has it increased in size, or has its profitability improved, or has its growth improved or not. And second leg is to analyze the position, that what is the current position of the company. Does company have enough assets, and does company have enough resources to keep up the operations or not, or does company have enough money or enough cash to pay off the liabilities or not. So these are the two major areas that you look at, or two major analyses that you perform when performing your analysis of financial statement. That is performance and position. Once you have analyzed the overall financial statements of the company. Okay, so there are two legs to financial statement analysis: analyzing performance and analyzing the position. Moving on, financial statement analysis is not only about gathering the financial statements of a company and doing the analysis or crunching the numbers or coming up with the ratio or performing the ratio analysis. It is about comparing it with the past, that what has happened in the past, and it is about comparing the numbers or comparing the ratios or comparing the company's performance or position with the industry. So you need to compare it with the past, what has happened in the past with the company, and you need to compare it with the industry and broader economy. So whenever you are doing your analysis, it should not be done in isolation. It should have a benchmark and it should be compared with something that can be past, or that can be competitors, that can be industry, or that can be overall economics. And then the idea is that financial statement analysis should support a decision. If you have done all the analysis, if you have done all the ratio analysis and done everything, analyzed all the financial statements, but it does not help you with the with a decision, or it does not support you in a decision, then that analysis is of no use. So analysis means that it should support decision. So at the end, there should be a decision that you should be able to make based on that analysis. That is the idea of analysis of financial statements. And obviously, when you want to know about the company, when you want to know about its past, when you want to compare it with industry, want to compare it with the economy, then you need data. And what is that data? The primary source of that data is financial statements, because financial statements are reported by the company itself, are regulated by the regulators like Security Exchange Commissions and all those, and they are based on the standards set by accounting bodies. So that means the information that you need primarily will come from financial statement. Not only financial statement, there are many sources, but one of the basic source for doing the analysis is financial statement. So that is the about financial statement analysis, or financial analysis of statements. Moving on, what is the scope of financial statement analysis? So remember, financial statement analysis can be done for different purposes. So maybe, as you said, that we might be planning to give loan to a company, or give loan to a borrower. For that, we want to know whether that company or that party would be able to pay us or not, and for that we need to do analysis. That is known as credit analysis. Or as you said, that we may want to make an investment. So if you want to make an investment, for that first you need to analyze whether that investment is valuable or not, whether should you make that investment really or not. And so you need to do financial statement analysis. Or there can be any other reasons that you guys came up with, or that you guys told, or any economic decisions. For example, if I am planning to invest into a project, I will need to do financial statement analysis. If I am trying to launch a new product, I will need to know what will be its impact on my company's financial statement. So again, I will need to do financial statement analysis. So generally, for taking any decision, financial statement analysis is the key, is the basis. And so that's why this course is very important. So starting with very basic concepts, before we go into analysis, you should know that what is profit and what is cash flow. So what is the difference between profit and cash flow, if anyone would like to tell? What is the difference between profit and cash flow? Is there any difference, or are these two just the same?
The profit is when we deduct all our expenses from the gross income.
And what is cash flow?
The inflow and outflow of the cash.
Right.
The profit includes all the accountability of non-cash expenses, whereas the cash flow is not included all the accountability.
Right. Cash flow is realized, what you have realized. Okay, so basic difference between profit and cash flow is, right, that a profit is what is reported on the financial statement, and cash is that what you actually get and what actually goes out of the company. So what should be the right measure for valuation? If I am performing the valuation, what should I prefer? Obviously, I will look at profit as well as cash flow, but in primarily in valuation, what should be more important? Cash flow or profit? Cash flow is more important, because profit can be manipulated. So identifying the difference between profit and cash flow is important for an analyst. Why? When performing analysis of financial statement. Why? Because if a company is reporting profit, then it doesn't necessarily mean that that profit will hold in future. You need to check which factors are driving that profit, or where is that profit coming from. Whether that profit is coming from sustainable sources or unsustainable sources. Or maybe a company is reporting profit that does not exist. So how will you find it out? You can only find it out by matching profits with cash flow. So profits need to be matched with cash flows, and that is one of the key roles of analysis of financial statement, that whatever is being reported by the company, you should be able to analyze that whether the accounts are being manipulated. Is there any manipulation in the accounts? Is there any manipulation in the financial statements or anything? And how you find that out, that will come in later, that we will do in later readings. So here we are just trying to brainstorm what it is about and trying to absorb what financial statement analysis is. Before we go into further details or learning about financial statement, there are some key definitions that you should know. So assets, most of you would already know, assets are those resources from which economic benefits flow to the organization. There are different definitions as per different accounting standards for assets that we will again discuss in later when we do different differences between accounting standards. But for now, remember that assets are the resource from which economic benefits will flow to your organization. Liabilities are obligations that you need to meet or that you need to pay, and equity is the owner's capital. So whatever owner has put in into the company, or whatever owner owns, or whatever is the value of the company that owner owns, that is known as equity. So equity is technically the difference between assets and liabilities. That is your equity. Liquidity and solvency. What is the difference between liquidity and solvency? Can anyone tell? Difference between liquidity and solvency. Okay, so liquidity and solvency broadly mean the same thing. That is, both tells you about the ability of the company to pay off its obligation, whether the company will be able to pay off obligations or not. But specifically, there is a difference between liquidity and solvency, and that is important to know, being a finance professional or being a student of finance. Liquidity means company's ability to fund its or to meet its short-term obligation or the obligations that are falling due in near term. Solvency means ability to meet the long-term obligation. So whenever we talk about long-term obligations, we are talking about solvency, and whenever we are talking about short-term ability, we talk about liquidity. So remember this key difference. So this is about the scope of financial statement analysis, that what financial statement analysis actually is, what are the important terminologies that you need to know with respect to analysis of financial statements. Now moving on, major financial statements and other information sources. That what are the major financial statements and what are the information sources that you should refer to in order to do your analysis. So before you do your analysis, you need information. And where do that information come from? So that information can come from primarily from financial statements or can come from other resources. What are financial statements? Financial statements are those statements that are reported by the company, or by public companies distribute these statements publicly as well, or are required by the regulators or by security exchange commissions. There are 5 types of financial statement. So being a student of analysis of financial statement, you should know all 5 names. A professional in finance. Income statement, balance sheet, other comprehensive income, also known as OCI, statement of cash flows, and statement of changes in equity. What we get from these or how are these structured, that we will discuss in a bit later. But these are the 5 names or 5 financial statements that you have. Apart from that, what are the other resources? Other resources include financial notes and supplementary schedules. So maybe there is a number for asset that is reported on the balance sheet, but you do not know that what is at the back of that number, or what are the actual assets at the back, or what is the depreciation on those assets, what is the if there has been any revaluation, what is the amount of that revaluation. Where do you get that from? You get that from notes and supplementary information. So in your annual reports, you have a section for financial notes that provide you supplementary information about the numbers or data that has been reported on the financial statements. So financial notes and supplementary schedules are very important, because without this you cannot actually do the you wouldn't know what that number is actually about, what that have been reported on the statement. Management's commentary. Management's commentary is of key interest to shareholders and investors and also analysts. Why? Because management's commentary is futuristic. So what has financial statements can only tell you what has already happened, but financial statements wouldn't tell you what will happen in future. How do you get to know about it? About the management future plans, about the management's strategy, about the management's strategy of growth and profitability. That comes from management's commentary. That tells you about the management's plans, that tells you about the management's strategy that it is using. And using management's commentary, you can build an analysis for future, that what is going to actually happen in future. Then comes auditors reports. So auditors reports are reports that are given by auditors who have audited the company's financials, and audited reports or auditor report helps you analyze whether there have been manipulation in the accounts, और अगर कोई manipulation है या फिर accounts जो हैं वो fairly presented नहीं है, that you can find out through auditor's report. Or if there is anything that you need to know about, that you can find out from the auditor's report. And then comes unaudited result. So before reporting financial statement, audited financial statement, companies tend to report their unaudited results monthly or quarterly or maybe bi-monthly or semi-annually. Those unaudited results help you analyze where is company actually moving. So you cannot rely fully on them because they are not audited and they can change, but still they will tell you a direction, or they will help you analyze where is actually company moving towards, or what is the direction for the company. So all these other sources of information are as important as financial statement, because without them you cannot give value to your analysis.